Hey guys, it's Bailey and welcome back to the channel for what's going to be a review of a lesser known brand here on YouTube that I was personally learned about and attempted to try by seeing a review done by fellow YouTuber Holly Forrest. Definitely go check her channel out, specifically this video if you haven't, because it's what made me go check out the brand, Tooth & Nail Cosmetics, and due to lack of self-control, I got a lot to talk about today. We're gonna be talking about not only the highlighters, which is what initially introduced me to the brand, but I also bought an eyeshadow set as well. So I'm gonna be talking about all of that here today, as well as doing a demo. So with that, let's go ahead and dive into the shadows. This set, like I said, 6 shadows, even though only 5 are shown here. 6 shadows come in a set, retails for $32 for the set, or $6 for the shadows individually, so you are getting a deal. I wanted to pull as a sample here. This is a Makeup Geek shadow, so you can see, you know, relative in size. These are bigger pans. They say they're 26mm pans. Ooh, but nearly had a casualty there. But you can see, and I'll show a close-up here, that they aren't, unlike the Makeup Geek and a lot of similar shadows, the product doesn't come all the way to the top. You can see when they're pressed, a lot of that product is compacted down. So even though they are larger pans, they don't come all the way to the top, and that is the same way for the highlighters as well. On the site and on the packaging, they don't tell you how much actual product by weight you get, so it's hard to do a comparison in that way. So it's just it is kind of deceptive that the pans are as big as they are compared to a normal eyeshadow pan, but the product doesn't come all the way flush to the top. So if I had to guess, I'd say they were equal, but I can't actually give you a cost per ounce kind of comparison there. So as far as formula goes, I got the original eyeshadow collection. There are 3. This one that's just called Eyeshadow Collection 2, I believe, and then an Alice in Wonderland collection, which looks beautiful. But this one spoke to me because it had a really beautiful, it just looked like a wide array of shades. Like you have a lot of contrast between this bright duochrome highlighter, you know, a really classic blue-brown. This shade is like, for all practical purposes, dupe level. This is the shade Olive, but it is a dead ringer for Makeup Geek's liquid gold pigment. And so I'll put a swatch comparison there for that. And then you have Burgundy. Gotta love Burgundy. And this really interesting duochrome here called Taupe, which is taupe, but it has these kind of like purpley, greeny, bluey shifts. Like this is not your average taupe. And then the last one that can't actually fit in that palette is this classic chocolate brown called Burnt, which is, again, beautiful. Overall, I really love the shadow formula. I'm actually wearing them here without a primer just to see how they would apply, but I have been wearing them in the past with a primer, and naturally they're going to be even more pigmented, have an incredible lasting power. The 4 shades I'm wearing today, I put Taupe all over the lid, and then as a highlighter, I placed that beautiful duochrome called Metals. In the outer corner, I went in with the deep burgundy. That one is called Blood, appropriately. And then, naturally, as the pop on the center of the lids, I went in with all of that gorgeous, you know, gold shade. Like I said, overall very impressed with this eyeshadow formula and how unique the shades are. The hardest part, I think, will be getting a good feel for what the actual shade is like before you order, since these are only available on the Tooth & Nail Cosmetics website. But I'm very impressed with what I received, and they all came intact. And in fact, as far as ordering goes, the delivery, everything was very timely, everything was packaged really well, so I was really impressed with that too. Yeah, I think the biggest hurdle is just going to be understanding what things look like, what things will look like in real life versus on the website. Now onto the highlight formula. You know that I have been loving the Highlight Dazed. It's this gorgeous, it has kind of a peachy hint to it in the pan, but when you wear it, it really comes off more gold. I've likened it to the Jessie's Girl dust, like eye dust, that I recently shared, my top 5 under $5 from the drugstore. This is very similar, but it is pressed in case you're looking for less of a mess. And it's also very similar to a Makeup Revolution highlighter that I've talked about probably months and months back. Very similar in that way, but I would say that the peach comes through a little bit more in this pressed from Tooth & Nail, and it's just gonna warm it up a little bit. The other from Makeup Revolution is more of an icy gold, whereas this has that hint of warmth from the peach, so it adds a little bit of light to the cheeks as well. I mean, that's the dumbest word. It's a highlighter. Of course it adds light. What am I trying to say? A little of extra warmth, just it's a little less icy. So might flatter, you know, neutral to warmer skin tones as opposed to that one, which has that cooler frost to it. The one I'm wearing today, however, just for the sake of changing things up and trying something new, I mean, it's very subtle. I don't know if you can tell. You probably can only see it from space. Not not a big deal. This is called, I don't actually know what this is, Raise, maybe? They're all handwritten, by the way, guys. It's very clear these are still hand-pressed, handmade products because all of the labels, on the highlights anyway, are handwritten like this. The eyeshadows are printed and they have like Tooth and Nail Cosmetics on the back, but this one, that's why it's a little harder to read. But this is the one that I'm wearing today, and it's a little bit cooler, more frosty, has kind of hints of pink in it, but incredibly intense. I mean, and not all of them are this intense. I do find the intensity varies. This one happens to be very high shine, whereas I feel like Dazed was a little bit more subdued. Not much, granted. I did find on many days I had to tone it down with my foundation brush. Like I go and apply my highlight and then just need to buff and blend it out to be a little bit more daytime wearable for me. But frankly, from any product, I'd rather have it come on too strong and me have to take it back a little bit than really fight for that pigmentation and payoff. And so I will show you all the swatches of the highlights that I have, because obviously I have 8 here, which by the way I did buy in a set, and let me check on the price for that. So individually these retail for $9, but a set of 4 highlight, or a bundle of 4 highlights, which she has 3 bundles existing on the website right now, you can get one of those for $33. So once again, you do get a break there, which is nice. So naturally I ordered 2 sets, and I'll throw some swatches up here if I haven't already. And just generally, I'm really impressed with these. Once again, some really unique combinations here. Not everyone is going to find them to be wearable all the time, but you can, like something like this mermaid has that icy blue undertone. You know, maybe not everyone would want to wear that to work in an office environment. Totally get that. But you can also use it on your eyes. I mean, as a fun kind of weekend face, body, you know, if you're a makeup artist and you do more editorial sort of looks, these are really affordable, beautiful, well-made highlighters. Really impressed with this brand. So happy I stumbled upon it. Once again, if you haven't seen Holly's channel, go check it out. And if you're interested in this brand, I'll definitely link it down below, because would highly recommend these products if you're looking for some fun new eyeshadows or highlighters from an indie company. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video. I mean, we all love a good swatch, right? So hope you enjoyed. Would love to hear if you've tried this brand, what products, what shades, things like that. Let me know in the comments below. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.